Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Dalitha. I am Travis. It's Wednesday. That means it's time for Wednesday Night Dynamite. That was loud for a second. I don't know why it readjusted itself at full volume. Anyways, it looks like we're starting it out with the Hangman. What's wrong? Can you not hear it?
I can hear it just fine.
What were you looking at? Well, I don't have it off the edge because you're babes. Well, that's nice of you. Now you're not going to be able to get in and out. Yeah, babes.
It was just in my line of sight, so it was annoying.
Yeah, super annoying.
Basically.
All right, well, it looks like we're underway. I cannot tell who he's fighting. I think that's Cannoli or whatever his name is.
Yeah. Cesaro.
Yeah, Cannoli.
Why is it so small?
I have it on the side-by-side. Do you want me to put it on the bottom view?
No, I meant, like, why is there, like, things on top and bottom of it?
Because those would be square if they weren't.
Oh.
Because they're big squares.
So it makes it smaller.
Right. As I said, top and bottom probably makes it longer.
Alright, anyways, we have people in the chat. Hey, people in the chat. Good to see you tonight. Sorry about that. Walter's in the chat. Chris Akani's with us. Ayla's out there for a minute, and Harley is with us. Looks like Walter won bingo and won a Starbucks gift card. Congratulations. Good for you, Walter. Chris says, hey, Travis and D. Ayla says, calm down, Travis. You're too aggressive. Walter says, homecoming AEW. Hi, Ayla. And Harley says, hello. Hello, Harley. And Ayla says, hi to Walter. Vindicator is now in the chat. Hey, Vince says, well, all right. How are you two Neon Light advocates doing on this fine night? Oh, fantastic. How about yourself? How are you doing? Starting off AEW on a peg leg.
Yeah, peg leg. Why are we talking about peg legs? You just brought it up out of the blue.
Got a supposed cowboy in there against whatever he's supposed to be, the Blackpool guy.
Yeah.
Sometime
from England.
They're having a
from London, England.
Tag. Looks like they've got Dustin, Rhodes, and
Dustin
on a team with what's their faces. Some other people. I didn't catch everybody.
It's a bunch of ladies there.
That's an 8-woman tag for the homecoming that they're having tonight.
This should be exciting.
Those guys. Tornado tags happening.
Yeah, with tornadoes and such. It's very grainy.
Well, it was fine where it was what you were doing.
I didn't like it that small. I couldn't see anything.
Then they have an tornado tag with Sting and dudes.
Definitely like the Stinging Dudes.
Well, that guy. A lot of people like him.
Well, Sting's about done, isn't he? Gonna end it in what, March? Early March?
Something like that. He's almost there. Ayla says, haha, I'm kidding, Travis. You're not aggressive enough. And Walter says, okay, at 9:05 I'm going. I'll be here Friday for SmackDown. Still here watching TV. Vindicator says, always doing pretty good on hump day. Halfway home to a relaxing weekend. Ayla says, I read Vincent's comment. Avocados instead of advocates. All right. Let's read it that way. Well, all right. How are you two Neon Light avocados doing on this fine night? Yeah, I feel like an avocado.
Had to turn you up.
Oh, was I not loud enough?
I'm listening too.
Oh. Yeah, my toy is in the chat.
Hey, good to see you in here.
Hi, fuck. Oh, that's really sweet.
I didn't hear what you
Hello. Said. With lots of fuck in there. Ayla says, I meant Vin, not Vincent. Oh, no, it wasn't even Vincent, sweetie. It was Vin's son. Vin and son. Like a child. Like his child. Harley says, I'm doing better. Had a migraine for 2 days.
Uh-oh, Spinaroonie.
Well, you wouldn't want to be in Hangman's position then if you have a migraine, because he's getting the old
There he goes.
Spinny Rooney of spinness.
Do you think that would help with it?
I don't know. Maybe it would get enough blood to your brain. Do you think if you hung yourself upside down while you had a migraine that it would help better? Because it's supposedly a blood flow issue from your things in the back of your neck.
Yeah.
Vin says, so many things have changed since AEW first came to exist at a daily place, so I guess they visit that place only once a year now.
Yeah.
They can only do it if like people aren't in playoffs and stuff like that, right? Because the NFL kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a football stadium, so.
It's a football stadium, so. Walter says, Tony Khan had a rant from a Twitter.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What was Tony saying?
What was Triple H? I mean, Tony. What was his problem? Was he being a diaper baby?
I can do diaper baby.
Was he being a diaper
baby? I'm Tony. I'm a diaper baby. Oh my gosh. I don't want to be a baby anymore. No. What are they saying about me on Twitter? You don't even know. All these people don't like what I do. I'm not surprised, people.
I'm dying today. Excuse my typos in advance. I'm sure I have more. Nice. Why are you dying? What'd you do? Are you sick? Are you sick again? My God, girl. Vince says, but we having 8 women fill up the ring tonight, Big Travis. All that meaty tits and ass slapping around in there. How you feeling about that? Depends on the tits and ass is how I feel about it.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Old TNA. It's back. If it's nice TNA.
I don't think some of it's going to be.
I didn't see any of it, so.
Walter says, AEW chants. He was like, keep this voice for the whole show. The diaper baby voice. And here says, yeah, it was stupid Twitter shit complaining about Gender getting a title shot. Are you kidding me? That's what he was complaining.
You imagine that. He's complaining about a big guy getting a championship shot.
Is he...
That's hilarious.
Is this for real? Are we like in real life wrestlings? Is this what normally happens? Is this like a thing? Like it goes through these weird phases of stupidity? I'm just curious to know. And how long do they last? Because I don't want to be on this road of train. I don't want to be on this ride anymore. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be on this ride of watching this stupid anymore. I just don't think
Don't fall off the wagon.
I'm with Ayla. Sick and tired. Just sick and tired.
Sick and tired.
She says, I'm not sick. I'm actually just tired, but I'm going with sick and tired. She's just sick and tired. Walter's like, I was sick, but I'm better. Well, I'm glad you're sick, not sick anymore,
look at
Walter.
that gorilla president.
Now I'm sick and tired.
Cesaro's so strong.
Ayla says, I've been doing that olive oil lemon shot every day and missed the flu that Jordan and the kids had. Sweet.
It's good stuff.
You and Travis have been doing it. Are you putting cayenne pepper in it too? A sprinkle? I probably should start doing it, but I don't want to poop myself to death. I'm not home enough.
You don't have to do a lot of oil. You can do less oil.
I don't, I'm not near a bathroom that I can get to fast enough that might be open to be able to do that.
Another thing you could do is do the coconut oil and just do it by itself for a minute, like for like a week, but little teeny bits. And then you don't have to worry about the other oils. They're nothing compared to that.
Ayla says, George's at the doctor right now because he has an ear infection. Oh, that's funny. Why didn't he just take a cup of hot water and just stick his ear over it? You know? I mean...
I seen a guy one time boil water, and then he took cocaine and dumped it in there, and then put a rag over the guy's head.
I saw that too. That was in a movie.
It was a documentary I watched. It was about crocodiles.
It was a movie.
It was definitely that type of a documentary that I was watching.
Walter says AEW Wrestling in Florida. Yeah, they're a daily place. Vindicator says, I think Khan said it was a problem because Jinder did not earn the shot since he has not wrestled or won a match in months. But it's kind of hypocritical because guys get undeserved TNT title shots too.
We see it all the time in both brands.
He does it. He just did it with Joe. Just Joe. He literally did it with him. How did he get a title shot?
How did he
earn his title shot? By what? Pretending to play MJF's bodyguard for a minute? Is that how you fucking earn title shots? How the fuck did he earn a title shot? Fuck off. Fuck off, Tony Khan. Fuck the fuck off, man. You are a goddamn dumb fucking hypocritical fucking piece of shit. God damn. What a dumb bastard.
She's showing the diversity of the word.
That's right. God damn it.
The word is very diverse.
It was like, yeah, I just started the turmeric and black pepper too. I only sprinkle the cayenne pepper. Well, if you do
Turmeric's really good.
If you do the turmeric and the black pepper, like, they took out the oil, so you wouldn't need to do the oil anymore,
Just do it
I
all.
wouldn't think.
Just do a big old...
Have you been doing it for a month? Has it been a month that you guys have been doing this? Has it been a month
I'm
yet?
on day like 9.
I bet you guys started at the same time, because I sent it to both of you exactly the same day.
I waited till the new... And you're like, are you doing this as a New Year's resolution? I'm like, it's Monday. I start things on Monday.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
It could have been a New Year's resolution, too, that you start on a Monday, sometime during the year.
Yeah, I guess. Some
Jesus
people do
Christ, that don't fucking mean shit.
Some people do that.
I mean, what difference does it make? I made a New Year's resolution. That doesn't mean you start it the fucking day that New Year's is. Your New Year's resolution could fucking be something you don't start until goddamn mid-year.
Really?
Why would it matter? As long as you make that resolution and you follow through with it at some point during the year, what difference does it make when you start it?
Wow. I could do New Year's resolutions every year and just start like in December.
Exactly.
This year in December, I'm going to exercise 3 days.
People do it all the time. What difference does it make?
I got it. 3 days.
Vindicator says an international tag title shots, a pot calling the kettle black, I guess. Walter says Dundee movie good. Yes, it is. It is, Walter. Chris says, fuck TK. I hope Jinder wins title. Brandon says Willow Nightingale marry Brandon Stevens. And Brandon says cowboy shit. Yeah, but shit all right. Ayla says, I have the IBS and I've been fine with the shot. Just so you know. He don't have IBS. Stop it. Stop it. IBS. You sound like your fucking mom. Well, I had the shits for 2 days straight. I definitely have IBS.
I have asthma, the asshole. It's definitely a bad asthma.
Gaslighting from that woman. Wallace says, okay, Daphne rant, no comment. And Vindicator says, Joe has wrestled and won more matches than Jinder, but it gets an asterisk because it was mostly ROH. That's why it doesn't fucking count. ROH matches don't count. Go to fucking ROH and do it. Oh, he dropped that title because it wasn't good enough. Then he came and was like a bodyguard and got his ass beat up. Oh, he beat up some people. Yeah, but he didn't do a title thing.
We should do delete
he didn't come at the very bottom of the fucking thing.
Here's the monster voice.
Can't just be quiet. Why not? Be a monster. I'm a monster without having the monster voice. Walter says, did you guys get AEW Fight Forever? Wee! And Vindicator says, Walter, they don't even like AEW TV that much, let alone get a game for it. Actually, we do have a game. Ayla says I started the shot on a Friday, this coming Friday, it's 2 weeks, I feel great. I'm using a pretty fancy oil. Got it from work for free. We sell it for $35. What kind of fancy oil?
Like extra virgin olive oil? What kind of fancy oil you be drinking?
You do know that there's no way they're understanding you. Because you're a monster.
So they don't know any of my words?
Well, I'm sure they heard it, but they would have had to pay attention. Like, what the fuck is she saying? You were supposed to be ranting, not asking questions to people in the chat.
Well, then my rants mean nothing if they can't understand the words.
Oh, they can hear them. It sounds like a monster.
That's what I mean, though. If you can't understand the words, why would it even fucking matter?
They can hear it. Do you want to hear what it sounds like?
It doesn't matter. You're saying they can hear it, but are they understanding the words? And then you said, oh, everything you've been saying, they don't understand what you're saying. Because you have the monster voice on.
Right, because you're all over the place. You talked about 3 different things. You have to kind of concentrate when the monster voice is on. Do you want to hear it? It's right here.
No. probably tell them what's happening on our TV since it's a wrestling thing.
Well, yeah, of course it is. Paige is sitting on the top rope like a diaper baby. Look at that. I don't know exactly what he's doing. Paige is trying to get... Oh, how did he reverse it? He defied gravity. Look at that. Tombstone! Pile driver. 1, 2, and... No! We almost had him with the tombstone. Copying the Undertaker. You almost got to see the big dong.
Gross. Nobody wants to see a penis.
It's not really a penis. It's just the big dong. You know, we are right on. When I talk, it's like 1 second off.
That's good.
It's crazy. I can hear myself. It just repeats.
Well, that's good. Which is funny because if it's that way for us, it's that way for everybody else. So when I ask questions and nobody answers it for 5 minutes, that means they're just not fucking paying attention.
Yeah, or they could not notice and their little thing could be behind. Because sometimes that thing's behind.
When you're live?
Yeah, sometimes it goes by your internet.
Oh.
If
Illa says, I be shitting IBS. Oh, yeah. Chris says the Daily Play setup proves that AEW is indie garbage, and you can see that with WWE with their setups, like, ever since Puerto Rico. I don't know if you noticed that. The stage is just like a long square. Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
It is.
Walter says, Hangman Page win this match. I hope he doesn't, Walter. I hope he loses.
Delete
I
his
hope
favorite
he loses,
wrestler is no
and then
longer his
I hope
favorite
Cesaro
wrestler.
takes whatever cowboy hat he made it came out in and stomps on it. And then murders his horse.
I saw that yesterday on Napoleon. They hit the horse in the chest with a ball, and his whole chest blew up.
Right?
And then at Waterloo, there was a bunch of horses drowning.
Not surprising. They did use them in battle.
Sad. Obviously fake, but...
Well, in the movie it's fake, but it did happen. That shit did happen in real
horses
wars.
never died in battle. Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
Dogs died, people died, all kinds of animals probably died. Couldn't imagine how many of them died during the Civil War and everything else before they had tanks and cannons and all the other stuff.
That might have been the loudest thing you've ever done in your life.
Oh my god. I don't care.
I heard it.
Take it out of your ear then and don't listen.
Like EMSNR or whatever it's called.
I'm sure everybody just hated it. Take your earbuds out and don't listen.
How are they going to watch our show if they take their earbuds out?
Anyways, Ayla's like, OMG, terrifying. The monster voice, did you leave it on? Is it still on?
No, it's us.
Okay.
I could try like an MC voice though.
Vin says, but if Tony complained about WWE have two guys essentially holding world titles with no distinction between them, then he would have a good argument. Chris says, and a rectangle with a square entranceway. I mean, even Raw and SmackDown look the same, but still unique. These PLEs look the same. Sometimes their Saudi shows look unique. Yeah, it was like, I don't know, delete that. I understood every word, Travis. Vindicator's like, Ayla, isn't your voice that deep normally off camera? Ayla's like, I just forgot to get it from the store, so I took it from work. Oh, so you just got extra virgin olive oil. Well, there you go, Walter. What's his dumbass one for ya?
Paige!
Old pretend I'm a cowboy man. You should just go back to being a teacher. Make our children more stupid. Vindicator says, with a laughy face, it is that yes, man, I used to be a him. I kept the vocal right. Nice. Walter's like, the sound is fine, guys. And Chris says, but on a higher note, I'm so over the moon because on NXT, my boy Oba Femi guy beat Dragon Lee for the North American title. That's the quickest title push since Sheamus, so you know WWE are high on him.
Well, that's great.
Oba
I forgot to watch it again.
Femi a big guy?
Yeah, he was that big guy that he's been talking about. Yeah, he's been talking about him for a while, and I just keep forgetting. And last night was Tuesday. Mm-hmm. I need to set an alarm or something because I just forget that it's on.
It's like, no, your clock is a minute off. I think you're lying, Travis. Vindicator says, and your boy Murderhawk is back too, Travis, but in a meaningless 8-man match instead of a singles to put him to one of the secondary titles.
Yeah, Tony doesn't like big guys. Hey, look, they're showing big guys from the past.
Or back when it was good.
It was a good show back then. Cody getting hit with a
Back in
lariat.
2020.
And that was his last match coming up really soon because it was in October. This is March or September, sorry. And then his last match was in October with Cody. I think it was that strap match.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. So Anna Jay's in it.
Thunder Rosa, Chris
Thunder
Statlander,
Rosa.
Willow Nightingale, Anna Jay on one side,
Oh, we
Julia
definitely-
Hart, Sky Blue, Saraya, and Ruby Soho on the other.
Yeah. Definitely a lot of cake
The
in this
eight-man
one.
men's tags up. Lance Archer, Brian Cage, The Gates of Agony, and then Orange Cassidy, Dustin Rhodes, Adam Copeland, and Preston Vice. Preston.
Vance?
Maybe.
It sounds familiar. Should we get a big old St. Bernard and sleep with it in our bed like that?
We didn't even let our German Shepherd sleep in our bed.
Tell that to Meg. Pretty sure she slept on the bed every night until she couldn't jump anymore.
She never slept on the bed when I was there because I kicked her ass off.
Meanie.
Yeah, well, I didn't like her on the bed. I don't like not being able to move.
And Big Naxos always slept in his kennel.
Yeah, because he was a smart little boy.
It's funny because Argus would jump up there too when he could.
Let's see. Walter says AEW Collision this Saturday. Yes, AEW Rampage Friday, 10 p.m. Walter also says Hangman Page 1. Good match. Vindicator says, so Dalitha traded in her love for Hangman for just Humberto. Only now, one H to another.
Yeah, basically.
Stitch Squad is in the chat. Hey, Stitch says, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo!
Walter says, Rip Brody Lee thinks. Vindicator says, for what I saw, Oba is a tall version of Powerhouse Hobbs. Chris says, oh, speaking of Westerns, I watched a Clint Eastwood movie. It was called High Plains Drifter.
Good one.
It was cool. He just walks into town, kills 3 guys, drinks beer, then has his way with a whore. Pretty much.
Does he rape her? I know in one of those he like just rapes a girl in the hay. I'm like, they just rape people?
Probably.
You don't see that very often. I almost saw it on Buffy the Vampire Slayer the other day. With the sex, I still think it's lip rape. Can you lip rape somebody?
Maybe. Probably. Oh.
Probably sexual assault or something. If you get somebody really drunk and kiss them, is it against the law? Or if you drug them and kiss them? I feel like it's some sort of assault.
Probably. I'm surprised he was drinking beer. Usually it's whiskey, Chris, in those shows. Trying to think High Plains Drifter. Isn't that the one where he paints the town red? Chris?
That's what I was going to say, but isn't that the show called Paint the Town Red?
No. No, in one of his movies, he comes into town and paints the town red.
Yeah,
I think it was High Plains Drifter, but maybe not.
and then that's the one where he rapes the girl in the barn. And he hides under the porch or something. There's like some hiding under a deck.
The town hires him because they're trying to get rid of something, and so they. Yeah,
Maybe.
It's been a minute since I've seen that one.
All good.
The ones I watch are the ones that are the no-name ones. Those ones I can tell you pretty much what happened.
The
But
spaghetti ones?
I still like to watch them over and over again. It's my over and over movies. Stitch Squad is like E, and Ayla's like F. And Harley says, I was happy that Michigan Wolverines won the college football national championship. Stitch Squad says, you know what will be a good match? AEW versus WWE in a War Games match.
Hell yeah. What would the teams be? What would you do the teams as?
I thought they were just the same thing anymore. I thought they were the same programming.
What would your teams be for both?
Ayla's like, get an Irish Wolfhound. Get me one too. Okay. I've always wanted one. I've always wanted an Irish Wolfhound. That was one of the dogs I always wanted. And a Bull Terrier. For all of you who don't know what a Bull Terrier is, it's like the Spud McKenzie dog. Or the dog that was like the Target commercials. But I didn't know the dog from those at first.
Spuds McKenzie is so old long ago. I don't know if even Ayla would know what Spuds McKenzie is. Maybe though. Maybe though. What the hell is this fucking dude?
Is this the Preston Vance guy?
I don't know. It's just another same guy.
Well, he's on Kassidy's team, right?
I guess.
So it's the guy I didn't know his name is Preston.
Cody. Oh, is this the 8-man? They're just filling up the ring.
Yes.
Nice. How many pieces of cheese and a piece of meat?
Robbie's in the chat. Hey, Robbie says, what up, you rascals? Ayla's like, ew, it was a good chat. And Chris is like, yeah. Robbie's like, oh, really? Is that it, D? I don't know. And Chris says, and makes Midget the mayor and sheriff. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, High Plains Drifter. Yeah.
Oh, Nedge. The former television champion.
Yeah, for a second. Vindicator says, lip wrapping. I think he meant raping. Lip raping probably brings a higher risk of disease contraction, but far less risk of unwanted pregnancies. Doing good now that a British rapscallion is here. Ayla says, have you watched True Detective? The first season is good. Have Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. You know, I think I tried watching it a little bit, and I don't think I got very far. Walter says, Kassidy team for the win. Probably because I forgot and moved on with life. Happens with a lot of shows, by the way. Walter wants Kassidy team to win, and Ayla says, I want one too. So dang cute. And Robbie says, big up D with the dog walking. And Ayla says, repeat that, Travis. What, too old? I wouldn't know.
Spuds McKenzie.
Do you know who Spuds McKenzie is?
Do you know who the Spuds is? It was a beer dog, but I can't remember. Budweiser, probably? Bud Light?
Yeah, it was Budweiser.
Brian Cage.
Stitch says, Hook, Eddie Kingston, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Mark Briscoe. Yeah? Ayla says, kids are screaming currently. I'm going to drop them at the fire station. Nice.
So Lance Archer is the great equalizer in this
Hey,
one.
he has that old guy with him still.
Jake the Snake.
Hey, Vindicator, it's your swindlers.
Old Jake. Jake Roberts.
So
He doesn't have a snake with him right now, though.
Maybe.
But he's got a hell of a team.
Ew. Exactly.
I mean, this team's obviously the superior team. I don't know who this guy is in the middle of the ring, but...
He's part of that group that they call. He's probably off ROH or something. Vindicator says that's 9:45 Central Time, 7:45 Mountain Time. And Stitch Squad says, and Team WWE would be Seth Rollins, Jinder Mahal, Rock, and Pete Dunne. And General Manager Triple H as ringside.
Nothing wrong with that team. Might be hard to get The Rock in there, though. Depends on if he's working in Hollywood, but in Fantasyland, we could definitely do it. I like it. Is this guy an Uso? Is this Jacob Fatu or whatever? I don't know this guy's name. Have they said it at all? Get ourselves a good old-fashioned Ring of Honor match going on with two guys I have no idea who they are. But they are locking it up, pushing it back into the corner. Homeboy tags in. Again, is this Brian Cage?
Brian Cage.
Okay, I just wasn't sure. Can't see his face. Looking like Animal from the Road Warriors.
He looks like a dome, too young to know your beard dog unless I saw a picture. Robbie says, Ayla trusts you not to know. And Vindicator says, just glad that Jake avoided being in a wheelchair at this point of his life. But he is balding as bad as Flair nowadays. Vindicator's like, trust me, there are no Usos in that ring or that company.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure. I didn't know where that Jacob Fatu guy was. I don't know what company he works with.
Ayla says, Robbie, I grew up with old people. I know a lot of old stuff. That's why Travis mentioned me at all. Literally grew up with grandparents and great-grandparents.
Look at the size of this guy's neck.
Oh, no. And Stitch says, imagine if WWE did a Forbidden Door this Friday.
Yeah. The back door with who? Who would they do it with?
Forbidden Door.
So Lance Archer. So there's some contention going on this team. I definitely like this tag team. I don't know who they are, but they're pretty badass looking. But somehow Orange Cassidy is going to do something great against them. Oh, never mind. Cannonball. He sent him right out of the ring. What's wrong?
Nothing. I can hear you talking through your earbuds. It's really loud.
Yeah, because I have it turned up. I'm cool.
Stitch says, can I be a mod? Nah.
Yeah, eventually, if you are around. But you literally have to be here for a while. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 to the end of the show. So we do Raw, SmackDown, and Dynamite. Those are the only ones we do. And then we also do the pay-per-views. Hang out for a while. Introduce yourself to everybody in there.
Ayla says, do your silly voice now. Jordan's talking about how much he likes to gook cobblers. That's just weird. And Robbie says, Ayla, old before your time. Gotcha. And he says, yes, Stitch, you can be a mod. Stitch, if you go to WrestlingGab.com, you can fill out the application.
Ew.
There's no such thing. Stitch says, okay. And Harley says, did anybody watch the Gypsy Rose Blanchard?
I've seen the movie.
Travis saw a series of 8 episodes called The Act.
Is that what you're talking about?
You sound like a dude now.
Cool.
It's a couple dudes sitting here doing a show. Dude.
Robbie's like, Daily Place, what is that all about? It's where they started out, Robbie.
It's basically the only place they could afford tickets to. And then they just sold it out week after week. And then when the pandemic happened, they did it there. But we're just a couple dudes doing dude things.
Dude, talking about our sources. Snakes.
Hey, who's your source? I have a few sources, but one's trusted.
Trust me, bro.
That's trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro.
Should we do female voices for a minute?
Alright, now we're doing female voices for a second.
Because I don't have one of those on a normal basis.
A feminine voice?
No, I don't have a feminine voice. And Vindicator says, Travis, there is some free Asian guy who is hot on the market right now. Could wrestle for Impact this weekend. Name is Alex Hammerstone. They say his gimmick is very similar to 1980s Hulk Hogan.
That's funny. Hammerstone, I love it. Sounds like a Flintstone, like a Flintstone type character.
Whatever, he sounds like somebody who should be on, like Ron Burgundy. The whatever you call those guys.
The sports guys, the gaspers.
Yeah, whoever they are.
The people that do the news.
That's hilarious.
Anchorman.
What was his first name?
Oh, the guy, Alex.
Alex.
It'd be funny if it was Axel. Or Axe Hammerstone. That'd be hilarious.
Axe Hammerstone.
Ayla wants me to say that stupid band names in this voice, but I'm not going to.
I turned it off. We're back to normal.
Stitch says, my name is Kevin. I love WWE.
Kevin.
I love AEW. And I freaking hate New Japan. And my favorite dessert is apple pie. And I'm going to be 15 next month.
Boom. Bring it. We do use adult language in here, so you might have to hit the mute button every once in a while. I don't know if that's a thing, but this is definitely not a...
Child's channel.
Yeah. Just a warning. Daly's Place. I feel like there's no fans. Is that why they went back to Daly's Place?
Robbie says, Dean made me pay the cost to be the boss. You know what I mean. Not anyone can just be a mod. What was the cost?
Soul, probably. Most of the time it's some sort of a soul or something.
This is dead and dumb.
Nobody cares. Because you have to sell your soul. Yeah, nobody cares about this match, but Jake the Snake, look at him. He's wearing Damien on his back. So satanic. He's got Damien on. He's wearing his snake. That's disgusting. Oh my god, that was his snake. That was his baby snake.
Snake also, at one time, bit Randy the Macho Man Savage. Made him bleed. It's pretty funny.
Vindicator says, Travis, you need your Pete Dunne feminine physique to match your new feminine adolescent voice.
Yeah, I can go even softer if you want. I can do Liv. Do you want me to do a Liv?
Oh, God. He wasn't here for this on Monday.
I don't want to be in the corner and cry. Because you're a diaper baby. And that's Liv Morgan.
But anyways, that's how you do it. So if you want to listen to Liv Morgan, we can do it more often. And we got the feminine voices, we got the masculine voices, we got the monster voices. And there's some like other DJ voices that you can do, but they're very echoey. But I could do it like for like, and no!
In the blue corner!
Like to, I think it's this one. Let me see if I can do it. That one. And then turn this way up. Be like, it's the Letha! Like that. I don't know what that sounded like, but something similar to that.
Probably be terrifying for all of you.
Yeah, but it works.
Hila says, where do you see yourself in 10 years, Stitch? GMC is in a chat. Hey, G
GMC.
says Lance Archer is dressed just like Raina Yamashita from GCW.
Oh, nice.
Vindicator says Hammerstone does kind of sound like a porno name, though.
Hammerstone.
Robbie says warm apple pie with ice cream. Yo. Ew,
Nothing wrong with that. At
Stitch-
all. That sounds
Stitch
delicious.
says, Ayla, I want to be a WWE superstar when I turn 20. Vindicator says, but maybe he just likes spending the weekend hitting stones with a sledgehammer. Stitch says, it's my dream. And Robbie says, you sound like RoboCop. Jordan says, I have good boots. Cool. Good for you, buddy.
Good boots.
Sure. Ear fall off. Harley says, good. Ayla says, make Jordan mod.
Oh, sidewalk slam.
Vindicator says, so funny hearing the voice disgusting in that overly deep voice.
There are all sorts of
Ayla
voices.
says, can you do Jennifer Coolidge? I can't.
I don't even know
Jennifer
who that
Coolidge.
is.
I can't do her.
Who is she?
So the best way I could say is Legally Blonde.
Okay.
The lady when she goes to the Harvard to become a lawyer.
Okay.
And the lady she goes and sees to do her nails.
Stifler's mom.
Stifler's mom. Yeah, that's Jennifer
You're
Coolidge.
like, I have no... Stifler's mom. I was waiting for... I'm like, are you telling me you can't describe her as Stifler's mom?
I probably couldn't have remembered his name off the top of my head, even though Apple Pie just came up. Stitch says, Ayla, do you think I could be a WWE superstar when I'm 20? And Ayla and Vindicator's like, LOL, but come on, Liv voice is not that high. You leave my baby live alone, darn it. Ha ha, I think she is coming back for the Rumble.
Oh! Somebody that we don't know just won.
That Vance guy?
Yeah. That guy. He looks like a small, what's his name? Ridge Holland.
Ayla's like, I don't know. And Vindicator's like, but Liv definitely sounds like a Silicon Valley girl. And Ayla says, Travis, you look like the 4th of July. Stitch says, the reason I
like a
hate
party.
New Japan because all they know how to say is Chinese word and the matches are terrible.
Yeah, I'm not... I don't watch it. Every once in a while I watch it, but they don't speak Chinese usually
It's
unless they are
Japanese.
Chinese, but they speak Japanese, but I do know where you're coming from.
And it's called New Japan because they're in Japan.
Right. There is another or there was another wrestling organization that was actually dominant, and then they became dominant. New Japan, but there wasn't Japan Wrestling before New Japan Wrestling. I don't know if the other one's still around, but it was the big one in the 80s that all the wrestlers would go to. That's where all the money was, because everybody at the time was in territories, and you just travel all around, and there just wasn't a lot of money to be made. You're making like $1,000 a night or something. But if you could go to Japan, you could make quite a bit of money. Until you became Hulk Hogan and signed $1 million deals.
Yeah. It was like, I'm offended you don't know Jennifer Coolidge. Okay. So he does.
I definitely know Stifler's mom is. It's weird that you know her name. That would be the weird thing. It's Stifler's mom. That's it. That's who she is. Like any other name is just weird. I've seen her in a shit ton of things, but she never plays like a main part. She's always the Stifler's mom type.
So my question is that she that line that you guys like to say all the time, is that from Legally Blonde 2?
I didn't know there was Legally Blonde 2. How'd they do that? The second semester or something?
It says, it's her voice, not her person. What do you mean her voice, not her person? It says, my goal in life is to sound just like her. So she doesn't say that line, like somebody else is mimicking her voice to say that line? Like you look like the 4th of July. You make me want a hot dog real bad. It was like a sound on TikTok for a while. It was like, I don't know where it's from, but you make me want a hot dog real bad. No, it's her. Okay, so she says it. It's got to be from a movie, and I'm guessing it's got to be from Legally Blonde 2. Stitch says, guys, I want Big E to return to Royal Rumble because all I want to hear is we all want to go big, then say that. Ah.
Yeah, hopefully he can wrestle again in his life if he chooses to. He's broke his neck, and that's a tough one to come back from.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's healing. Last time there was an update from any of that, it wasn't healing very good.
Yeah.
There's
just no blood flow up there. Yeah, she does talk sensual. In all of her shows, she talks that way. It's very sensual, like she was trying to sleep with you.
Not all of them, but...
Yeah. She whines when she talks. Finchy baby. Brace for collision. When's the women's match? We want to see all that cake.
Stitch says, I can't lie. Rich Holland should have been fired. Can't lie. Vindicator says, Renee outfits are usual hit or miss. And it's definitely a miss tonight.
Yeah, you're right.
She looks gross. Her hair doesn't look good with it either. What the fuck is wrong with her? Who dresses you, ma'am?
She's just a smoke show.
Like,
and
if
you
she
can wear whatever.
herself, like, oh my god.
She actually looks like she should be, what are those called? A geisha? A geisha? The Japanese hooker?
Maybe you shouldn't make fun of the Japanese people.
So I get fun of them.
I think you're making fun of them. You're making fun of them, trying to compare her to them.
She's wearing a geisha outfit or geisha, whatever it's called.
No, she's not. Oh,
it's
what
like,
the fuck she's wearing, but it ain't that.
How would that happen? They're not making a giant tag team title.
A 6-man thingy?
Don't they already have that?
I don't know. The 3-man thing isn't that.
That's a 6-man. It's not 3-man. It's called 6-man. But you mean
called
like,
it a 3-man.
Before. Do they call it 3-man? They call it something. Anyways, it's called a 6-man.
They called the 3-man tag titles from the beginning, I thought.
Yeah, it's the 6-man championship.
I thought the 6-man championship was the stuff in that other company. that they do, and
Ring of
I
Honor?
was confused. It's confusing. Stop saying it.
But that's what it's called.
It's still confusing.
Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
Oh boy.
I actually
How
have
about
a
no?
fax machine still. Oh,
I was like, I don't know if that's the right word. Right, sensual. Right. Vindicator says, but she would blend in pretty well with mulch hunting for ducks, such as Ridge Holland should fill the power. Vindicator says, Joe looking sharp in his tailor-made 1000 suit. 6-man title is ROH. Trios title is AEW. Thank you. That's what I thought. I thought I was a dumb, but that's how much I pay attention.
it's the same thing no matter how you put it.
But they call it a trios title or whatever in
Right.
AEW. It's not called 6-man, which is weird to me and confusing, and I hate that name to the ends of the earth.
I
hate it so much.
I've been called that since I was a little kid, so that's why I call it that. Boo! Just Joe. Boo! The company hit rock bottom. Let's see if they can climb themselves out of this. Bring out Wardlow. I was destined for this. Boo!
I think people should just not even respond.
I would just go to the bathroom. There's no negative ones on here. I guess there's gunshots. That's negative. I'll shoot him. Some crows. That's all I got.
Walter's like Samoa Joe promo, and Stitch says, did you guys remember we had a match between Sasha Banks and Nikki Cross? And as soon as the bell rings, it went to a commercial. That was a funny botch, can't lie.
That is pretty funny.
Walter says Adam Cole the Devil versus Samoa Joe. Medicare says, same point I made earlier with WWE about called Universal title and the other called World Heavyweight title, but no title gets defended across the universe, planet to planet.
Yeah. None of the planets.
Walter says, Swerve, boo. No, come on, Swerve. Vindicator says, so Otis and Joe are similar, but how come you guys never liked Joe but like Otis?
What the Okay, first of all, let's start that conversation over. Otis and Joe are nowhere near the same. Otis is a goofball, and he's a goof, and he's just a big fat guy. Joe was a serious wrestler in TNA for like 2 decades. He just is dumb. I just don't like him. I liked him back then. I just don't like him now. He's just still around. Like, go away. Go retire. You're old. It's time to move on. He's swindling. That's a Vin word. He's a swindler. Get him, Swerve! They better give it to Swerve is all I gotta say. I don't know if they're gonna wrestle tonight, but at the next pay-per-view, it's his year. The year of Swerve!
Mm-hmm.
And he wore the right coat. When you're in Florida, that's the coat you wear. Because of the cold.
Well, Walter doesn't think so.
He doesn't like the coat.
Chris said finally Swerve wants title, and Walter says it's too hot for a jacket, Swerve, in Florida. Maybe you gotta chill. Illa says, that's how I feel about Jordan. He's still around. Go away, you're old. Chris says, I hope TK doesn't think giving us Swerve is going to help with the online problems. And Walter says, okay, hurry up. There's matches. Vindicator says, I get it now. He is in that Goldberg, Cena, Rock, Flair category now. I can definitely understand that.
Yeah, get him out of here. I just don't put him on my TV. He was fine in Ring of Honor. I never complained about it. I don't care that he works. Just don't work on the TV that I watch.
Vindicator says, I thought Jordan was younger than you, Ayla. And Walter says, okay, Hangman Page. Where's Hangman?
Jordan is younger than her.
Ayla's like, I'm old too. Is he?
Like almost like a month. Actually, it's a little over a month. Why is Paige here?
Why is he back? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh,
They're gonna
Swerve's out there. Jesus Christ.
They're gonna make it like a
Can this go away?
12-man match, and then Joe will win.
It was like Jordan is 19 and I'm 47. Do not do the math.
Stifler's mom. Well, since you have like a 5-year-old child, what were you doing when he was 14?
She said don't do the math.
That's not math. It's a felony.
Only if somebody presses charges.
Yeah, nobody'd care about that. If it was the other way around, we'd have a little issue.
They cared about that one kid and his teacher.
In Seattle?
That happened to, and she went to prison for it.
I know. They're married to this day.
Yeah, they are. She got out and they got married. Like, you can't keep us away from each other.
At that point, you're just like, well, maybe we shouldn't have put her in jail. That's what I would have said.
Like, they still talk to each other the whole time.
I know.
Like, are you guys fucking kidding me? Like, and the thing of it is you know who's pressing the charges. It's the parents / the fucking prosecutors because they think they have a case.
Mm-hmm.
And then all they did was make themselves look like idiots. Like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, bad girl, slap on the wrist. Like, no, here's some probation. Don't ever do it again. They stay together for, like, 20 years.
Oh, it's been longer than that. I'm pretty sure I was in school. Weren't we in school when that was happening?
Probably. I was just saying 20 because it's just an easy
like
number.
6-7 years ago. It was back when we were in school.
Yeah.
Can I have another piece? Or are you running out? Just
It's
Joe.
like I'll be behind bars. Vindicator says, yeah, I'm not a fan of AEW pulling a WWE and dragging on a feud with Swerve and Hangman. Death matches should always end a feud for good. Walter says, funny, Ayla. And Walter's like, Joe. Oh, now Hook. Vindicator says, and this is even worse. Joe first title defense will likely be squashing Hook.
It's dumb that Hook's on my TV also.
Rally is in the chat. Hey, Rally says, hi, D. Travis. Hey, Rally, how's it going? How you doing?
What? A handsome devil. It'd help if he was handsome. If you're going to call him handsome.
Why are they blowing smoke up Taz's ass so much?
I don't know. Maybe Taz...
Maybe
pitched
Taz
in
was blowing
some-
smoke up his own ass?
Maybe he put in some money at some point or something.
Rally says Hook versus Samoa Joe. No way Hook winning that.
Yeah, they wrestle exactly the same. Except for one is a little bit bigger. One week. Why is Hook going to be on my TV next week? Oh my gosh, they're going to be in Charleston
The North Charleston Coliseum. Get it right.
Did you see our stadium's new name?
No, I was talking to the IT guy at work about it, though. It's fucking dumb as shit. How dare they? How dare they take that name away?
Hey, why did they both go at the same time? Will you hand me that triangle one? What do you mean, how dare they?
Holt was a person, like an individual.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't give them any money.
It doesn't matter. You continuously keep it that. The people who made one of the fucking halls there, it's still named that. They probably haven't given money to that fucking god-awful university for fucking years upon years.
Yeah, but they're called that because they did give them money. I don't know anything about Holt. For all I know, he was a football coach or something.
Pretty sure he probably gave them money.
Right? I don't know. I wasn't there. No idea. But I'm fine with it.
No. I don't think it should be allowed. I really just don't think it should be anything that any kind of university should have that kind of shit happening. Ever.
Did you do an arm drag? That's fantastic. Wendy Richter. Love it. Wendy Richter.
Who's Wendy Richter?
She wrestled in like the 80s.
Oh. Have a chocolate. Chris says, oh, Tony's saying if May did an arm drag. And here's that. So hang in there, Travis. Looks like we are not getting that cake match until just before the main event.
I guess. And then they'll make it a short match, which we can't afford. Chin up, tits out.
And she's like, what's the line? What's the next line? And she told her, and she's like, that's my part.
You ruined the moment. But I didn't hear what the line was.
Oh, something about a shoe.
Oh.
She'd given her chocolate. She was eating chocolate. She's all taking over the thing, and you'll see. You can't hear it, but you'll see
right.
it. Like, so she's like, asked her questions, right? And she said the Wendy Richter thing or whatever. And then Mariah May says something here. Because Renee asked whatever question she asked or whatever. See, and then she talks. And then she's like, wait, have a chocolate.
Oh. Yeah.
She gave her a chocolate to shut her up.
That's funny.
Vindicator says Wendy Richter was a badass Hall of Famer. Now, she had only 2 world title reigns, but both last over 260 days. That's cool. Rowley says, what is going on with AEW and backstage interviews this year? Statlander, lizard on shoulder, Action Andretti chugging water in 1 second, and Harley Cameron pulling out a massive knife. So random.
That was weird when she did that. Pulling out a prison shank. Ricky Stark. Does he have a belt?
Yeah, she asked for the line, and she had chocolate in her mouth, and she said something about a shoe.
Right.
And then
chin up, tits out,
and she said, line, please. And then he didn't say it.
Right.
And she said the line, blah, 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 something, shoe. And then she's like, no, you just ruined the moment. And then he laughed because he's weird. And she's still trying to get chocolate out of her mouth. Walter says, okay, bye, guys. See you Friday for SmackDown. Bye, Walter.
That title's a tag team title. That's right.
Have a good night. We'll see you on Friday. We'll be here.
Yeah. Has it really only been an hour?
Yeah, it's really only been an hour.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not. It's ridiculous, and I hate it so much.
Honestly, feel like I've been here for like 2 hours already.
Oh, at least. At least. That's how
I was
bad
thinking
it is.
this was the main event.
The Vindicator says, Rally, just embrace the randomness of being randomly random on most random days. Ravi does it all the time. There's like, what happened to Ravi anyway? Hope he's not drowning, right, Talitha? He's probably sleeping. He takes naps during this sometimes. He doesn't like it. It's boring. It is like 3 o'clock in the morning for him, so I don't blame him, really, for taking naps, by the way.
Next week, Hook and Samoa Joe main event.
And sometime we'll probably see our other mod back in here, I'm sure.
With a side headlock by Sammy. Who's going to win this? I would say that Stark's the hotter competitor. But we haven't seen Guevara lose very often, so.
Didn't they just lose in that last match that he had with, what's his face, Jericho?
Yeah. But that was a tag team match. That's different. Yeah, anything but a wrestling match on Saturday. Battle of the Belts. So they don't have a pay-per-view this month then, AEW?
I don't know.
Well, they were talking about it. I've heard nothing about it from Sophie about they were doing one every month.
Oh, their talk. Vinegar says, so reason the atmosphere of that particular place makes the show feel slower, plus 2 lousy promo segments.
Yeah, it just seemed weird.
Then we had to watch some guy who doesn't deserve being a champion, but he's out there with a championship. And he's a loser.
Right at the middle of the hour, too. Which is, or, in between the hours. Whatever you call it. Top of the hour.
It's a good thing he's such a main eventer. Real positiveness there, TK.
Well, what I know is if it was Roman, he wouldn't come on in the beginning of the hour. He would come on at the very end of the show and come out to a 12-minute entrance and then address the crowd.
Yeah.
They just treat their champions different.
Chris says, I hope Jinder wins. I can feel it. And knowing WWE, they'll do it only because it's about to throw shade at AEW.
Yeah, that's not happening.
No.
But I would love to see it, by the way. That would be fantastic for the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Bring credibility back to WWE. Much needed. Into the ropes. Little shoulder block. I guess I'm looking at something that's 12 minutes old. Okay, anyways, into there's the shoulder block. Oh, the Rock Jr. there, the Pebble, whatever you want to call him. Stops the kick. Sammy gonna slingshot him out. You don't see that very often. What crazy thing is Sammy gonna do? He always does something crazy. They need to put him and Sasha together on a team. That'd be fan-fucking-tastic when she comes, because he's the one that said that he wanted to rape her. He was just talking about how pretty she was. Not like, he wasn't saying it like, I'm gonna rape her. You know what I mean? Like, all creepy. He's just like, holy shit, she's hot. I want to rape her. Probably shouldn't use those words is all. Like, it was a poorly chosen
I think I'm going to start using it.
Words.
Holy crap, that man.
Oh,
I'm
fuck you.
Rape him. Don't worry, sweetie. I'm just going to rape you later. It's fine. It's fine. I need help.
Blink twice. Blink twice.
Things are getting weird. Chris says, unless Jinder wins and then cash in. Ooh.
Jinder wins and then loses it to freaking
Damien.
I'd be furious.
Yeah.
They're not going to have him win, period. Like, you can't even fantasize about it. I'd like to, though, but it's not happening. Although it was Triple H's idea to put the title on Jinder, so when they went to India, it would be a big thing. The only problem is he's from Canada. I mean, obviously, he speaks the language, and he's descendant.
Punjabi?
Yeah, and he's a descendant, and his parents are from there, so it's not like he's
not like fourth generation.
Yeah.
Which would be way worse. But
It's not like me going to Ireland or something.
Right.
Or to an Indian reservation.
Great grandpa.
I'm going to an Indian reservation here. Hold on.
Go back to your African roots, Travis.
My 1%.
You need to go back to the Congo.
I'm heading to the Congo.
I wonder what'll happen. They'll accept you.
They
Paint your
better.
face. It'll be fine.
What? Such a thing?
I don't know. They can't get offended over there. How would they know?
I thought it was Nigerian or something, but
I don't know. I was just kidding.
it could be Congo. Now I'm like, I don't remember for some reason I thought it started with an N. Like Nigeria or something.
I don't remember.
I have to Google it.
You'd have to look at your thing again.
Mm-hmm. But it definitely could have been Congo.
Yeah, I was
the only
just throwing
reason
it
I
out
think
there because it was funny. But,
Right.
you know, hey, whatever, buddy.
Oh, pump your brakes.
Chris
That's
says
funny.
unless gender wins and then cash in. And then Vindicator says, Travis, how long have you had that neon clock and what's the smaller numbers next to the big numbers?
Dates and temperature and humidity. But it's a countdown timer is the reason I got it.
The temperature is the inside temperature, by the way.
See, so I can do that, and then I can do this. And then at the Royal Rumble, I can count down the 5 minutes.
True.
And see if they're trying to josh us.
Oh,
Because
I think
it's
they are.
never accurate.
But
But I do it with a stopwatch every time. So I just don't know when they start the clock. Do they start the clock when the guy gets in the ring? Or do they start the clock when the guy walks through the curtain?
True. When does the countdown
But
start?
sometimes it's like 7 minutes. Like so it doesn't matter when they started it. Well, to it! Sammy almost had him right there.
So almost had him.
Anyway,
Hadness.
so there's the countdown timer. I could do it before each show to start a 2-hour timer.
Oh, God. Why?
Just watch it.
Like, how much time is left in this horrible thing?
Tick, tick, tick.
He hasn't had the neon clock very long, by the way, Vindicator.
Yeah, I got it like last week. I think it was last Wednesday. So it made me want to do this show. And reset. And then that one. Boom!
Vindicator says likely starts when they get in the ring because then their participation becomes official.
Right. Which would make sense. Because sometimes it's like rushed. I've seen it be 4 minutes and I've also seen it be 7. And you can't tell me it's the same each time because you can tell the time difference.
It's true.
Some of them, you're like, why aren't they bringing anybody out? And then other times you're like, did they just come out?
Yeah. Sophie says, hi and bye. See you guys Friday for SmackDown. Bye, Sophie.
Be
The
here.
word says, I like when Otis had his lunch inside the Money in the Bank suitcase. You know what I liked, Words? I liked it when they gave him an actual lunch box that had Money in the Bank
Right.
for his lunches.
Which you can do.
That was probably my favorite
They have
part,
that one for sale too.
was the lunch box part, which was more funny to me, but
Hilarious. Oh, look at that. He hit his head.
and then when somebody stole the briefcase,
Sammy?
it
Oh,
really
no.
was his food that he had still been keeping in there, and the lunch box had the contract.
Right. Until they stole it from him.
Then they literally stole it from him.
And then took it to court. And then
And did a court
JBL was the kangaroo court judge.
And they gave it to Miz.
And they gave it to the
everybody
Miz.
was upset that
He
it was
cashed in
Miz.
and it worked. That's it. Sammy wins.
Hey, Sammy got a win. Wow, look how confused he is about it. He really needs to find like something under his pants or different pants. He always has a wedgie. It really bothers me because their camera work is always like at their ass level.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, here's his crotch and his ass. And it's like, dude, you have a wedgie. Like, get rid of your wedgie. Like, stop it. Stop it with the wedgies. Nobody wants to see your wedgies.
No.
Battle of the Belts. They're
That was
going
a
after
short-
those tag
That was
titles.
a short match for the Rock or the Pebble, whatever you want to call him.
Couple guy. That guy hopes everyone has fun. Chris is like, oh shit, Jericho on TV? Yeah!
You better be.
He's gonna be on TV. Allegations are stupid. Oh no. Big Bill came out.
You gotta have Jericho on TV. If they didn't have Jericho, where would they be?
Yeah, they gotta have Jericho on the television. That'd be silly.
And he should come out to his music, which he does.
Always. The Foz. And they're like, oh, we didn't hear his music. That's weird.
That's it. What's even funnier is Big Bill. Like, he wouldn't even be able to pass judgment. You know what I mean? Like,
I was a stalker.
Like, I got you, bro.
I know how it is,
Fucking
man.
99% of these dudes.
Big Bill's isn't allegations. Big Bill's was actual truth. He actually did that.
He ended up going to, like, rehab and shit.
He actually did it, though. There was proof he did it.
Jericho's
is just allegations and pretend stuff.
Jericho's getting love from the crowd, though. So.
They're like, he totally, like did stuff with that lady. And it's like, why did it take her so long to come forward? They had a gag order. Maybe she shouldn't have signed that. If it was such a big deal, she shouldn't have signed it. Really, that's what I'm saying. If it is such a big deal and that really happened to you, you don't sign any of that shit and you go straight to the fucking police and a lawyer and say it happened.
Right. Jericho and Big Bill.
Have receipts and then go get yourself looked at by doctors and shit.
Yeah, but it didn't go that far. He just hit on her, basically.
Oh, so basically
he was a dude hitting on a girl.
He hit on her. She was like, and ha, and then he said, nah, it's all right, you're not worth my time. And she got rejected, and so now she's having a meltdown. That's what it sounds like. Because of how long it's been. Because of from that time frame to this time frame. And what's happened in between. Like,
why is it all of a sudden an 8-person tag team match? Did I miss something? Is there...
The 8-man thing?
Yeah, well,
it was an 8-woman thing and an 8-man thing because of the homecoming to Daily Place.
Right, and now it's called 8-person. That's what he just said.
I don't know. They said 8-man on the one thing.
It is 8-man.
And it was 8-woman on the.
Well,
it was 8-man earlier and 8-woman, unless there isn't a woman involved, I guess.
That's what I'm like. What?
Is Nyla Rose involved?
No.
Well, then they can't say person. It's women. Stop degrading women.
I looked.
Women are women. Fucking stop it.
Stop being women?
No. Stop fucking degrading that women are women. Stop watering it down. Stop making it that others can be women when they aren't. It's ridiculous.
Did you hear Errol Spence? Oh my God, he went off. And then people are like...
Oh no. Isn't he like an NFL player?
No, he's a boxer.
Oh, okay. I knew his name sounded familiar in some kind of
Errol,
sport.
he's the one that fought Terrence Crawford. It was supposed to be the biggest fight in the world, and he lost. Like, Crawford had his way with him.
Okay.
It was actually like, he went off about it. I'd have to quote him if I was going to say anything.
That bad, huh?
If you were born with a dick, then you should fight other people with dicks.
True. And you can't just go get it lopped off and then pretend you didn't have a dick. Because you fucking had a dick.
I'm like, you know what's funny is, like, in the comments, this is like, it's him, right? So this is like famous people.
Right.
And a lot of them are like, that's just how they should write it in the rule book.
It's true, they should. They should write it in the rule book that way.
That word for word in the rule book.
I personally agree. Now, have a dick, dress like a woman, and fight other people with dicks? Perfect! Fucking perfect!
Well, that's what it says. That's what
I
the thing was.
Good goddamn!
If you were born with a dick, then you could fight other people that were born with dicks.
You want to wear dresses and wear makeup and wigs and shit, go all for it. But nuh-uh. Like, you're going to be in sports, you're fucking going against your own sex. That's all there is to it. Your own gender. That's it.
It's just a tough one on that because they're like, well, why don't they make another division? It's like, okay, done. Who fights in it?
Men and women.
That's what I'm getting at. Like, so who's gonna fight it?
Women.
Is it a bunch of dudes that are now women?
What just pisses me off is you do not see women who want to be men or transition or whatever it is they want to do,
I know what you're
right?
saying, yeah.
In fucking men's sports. You do not see them in men's sports. You don't see them out there. I want to be a man. I'm going to play NFL linebacker. Look at me.
It's because it's physically impossible.
So why is it you don't see it that way, but because they're losers and they can't make it against other men in that particular
Instead
sport,
of insulting
they're
them.
insulting women in a women's sport to come in and be like, well, I broke this record and this record and this record and this record by over this much of the top woman who did it. Haha, I'm the best woman in the world. You have a penis. You've had a penis.
That was funny.
Does she rip up the sign?
No, Hathaway's out in the crowd.
Who?
Hathaway.
Oh, the dude.
Yeah, he's got a
the
sign.
manager guy.
And then he lowers it. It's him because he wants Statlander in his group.
Oh. So we had like a group to be
Anna
like, hey.
J. Smoke show.
Are we still pretending that she's part of the Dark Order? She's wearing a Brody Lee thing, I get it, but... So she's not in the JS thing anymore? She's something else?
I have no idea what's happening, sweetie.
Who is she slobbering on the sidelines? We know it wasn't What's-His-Face. Is she still dating him?
No idea.
Or did she drop him like a hot potato?
Don't know.
Or she can't drop him like a hot potato because he had a famous dad.
Hey, full face paint. She went full face paint.
I was hoping she just
Did she
didn't
get her
have face
chest
paint at
done?
all.
She has a thing on, never mind.
Brandon's like, let's go Chris Statlander, Willow Nightingale, marry Brandon Stevens. She has a thing on?
Yeah, like a gown so he can't see. It looked like she had boobs. I was like, if she got boobs, world champion again. Because she's got the other part of the package. Ruby. It was her birthday yesterday.
Ruby Soho?
Uh-huh. Harley Cameron. Hopefully she didn't bring her prison shank. I wonder if she keistered it.
She doesn't have a big enough ass. She doesn't have an ass at all. And if she does, it's not very well put out there with that outfit she has on.
Right. Is she actually wrestling in this?
No.
Oh, okay. She's not a wrestler that I'm aware of.
No, she's just a side hustle.
Sky blue. Sky black. Black sky. She needs to be careful. Don't get too big. She's letting herself get a little big.
She's like, well, I can wear these onesies so I can have a pooch.
Mm-hmm. You need to be careful when you're little like that. And here she comes.
Vindicator says, so finally it's cake time, Travis. I'm having
Yes.
some of my own and watching it on the telly, so I need to focus.
Yes.
I will see you on the other side. Are you saying that you have your lady's cake in your lap? It's kind of gross.
No,
buddy.
it's probably real cake.
Chris says, fuck yeah, sky blue. I fucking love these sky blue onesies. Do you? I don't feel that they're very flattering to her, actually.
No.
Some girls can pull it off, and some girls just can't. And sometimes it depends on the type of onesie it is and how it fits. And hers don't fit very well. Like, I'm all for one-piece, like, bathing suit type things and stuff like that. But some of them just don't look very good. No. And Sky Blues tonight doesn't look very good.
To me, nobody looks good in them. But that's me. Because even What's-Her-Name didn't look good in it. The girl in Alpha Academy. In a two-piece. Like, or a one-piece, sorry.
I'm just saying I think it depends on how it is.
Right. Well, I mean, like, what's her name? Mela? She could pull off almost any outfit because of her body. And so it wasn't terrible on her. Mm. And I'm talking about a swimming suit, like that style. 2 straps and the crotch, basically.
Vindicator's like, no, I'm talking about actual food cake. Love eating dessert while watching women's matches, LOL.
Hopefully this match
the LOL
lasts.
makes it so it's not a true statement, Ben. Don't lie, it's not cool. Rally says, Harley Cameron, new member of Outkast with Soraya Ruby, okay. QTV, QT, quit, leaves. What can we do with Harley? Put her with Outkast. So random.
It is
booking is random.
It is random.
Weird,
they need to just put her with some dude. Almost any dude would work. And especially if it was a dude that was on TV. Because she needs to be seen. Like, she brings eyeballs, obviously. If you've got balls.
Raleigh says Maxine Dupree, she's cute. Yeah, looks crap. Travis agree. Carmella can pull it off. Chris says when Shotzi wore her NXT onesie was fucking hot.
Yeah, Shotzi's got an upper body that can rival almost anybody.
Okay, let's put it this way. The TNT champion is wearing a one piece. Her one piece looks nice. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like, some girls can pull it off and it looks good on their body depending on how and what they're wearing. But some of them just looks
Is
terrible.
that Thunder Rosa?
Yeah, that's Thunder Rosa.
She looks different. Does she have blonde hair, maybe?
Yeah, her hair is blonde. Yeah.
That's what
she
it is.
lightened her hair. She's a little bit thicker in her butt. She wasn't quite as thick before.
She always had cake, but...
She did, but not thick.
She's very short-legged, isn't she? Mm-hmm. Like, her legs are way short.
Yeah.
She's a good wrestler, though. And she looks good. She just looks like somebody I don't know.
Right?
Like,
I haven't seen her for a minute, so I'm not sure. Raleigh says, is Thunder Rosa in the match? She's got blonde hair. She dyed it. Yeah,
that's what I was just saying. Like, who is that?
Chris says, yeah, just bring in Zion Quinn if he leave WWE with Harley Cameron.
Oh, Zion. Look at that chop. Another chop. It's the weirdest outfit that she has on. Like, I don't understand how it's covering anything. I'm like trying to do the science. I guess that strap holds that in, and that strap holds that.
I don't know why you're so upset about it. Just enjoy it for what it is. Chris says Thunder Rosa trying to wear blonde hair like Shakira.
Yeah.
She can.
She's pulling it off.
She looks fine with it.
I think she looks fantastic. She paints her face, which is great.
I saw her without her makeup with her new hair, and she looks really good with her hair that color.
Oh, good.
Like, it's very flattering. It's kind of like, what's her face off of Modern Family?
Oh, God. Yeah, Gloria?
Gloria. Her hair's naturally blonde, but they make her dye it dark and everything, but her hair is naturally blonde.
Lighter? Huh.
Yeah, like, it's naturally like a blonde color.
Pivot!
Pivot! The only part about that. The rest of it was just he was retarded. Hated him. Although that was annoying too, but it was funny at the same time. And the outtakes of it were even more funny because they couldn't keep a straight face. Pivot!
They should have done this match commercial free.
Raleigh says, think it's her first match on Dynamite in about 1 year. She had a match on Collision recently. Raleigh says, tagged with Abaddon. I love Modern Family. Sofia Vergara as well. We all know. LOL.
Yeah, she might be the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Like the top.
Sofia Vergara. Yeah, it's funny because they make her have like dark hair and everything that she does, but she's naturally blonde because she's like from Brazil or wherever the fuck she's from.
I have no idea. Columbia on that one show.
Columbia on that one, but I
mean, why would they not say she's from where she's from?
Oh, yeah, she was born in Colombia.
Yeah.
So she was born in Colombia.
I mean, it would just be weird to be from Brazil and they say you're from Colombia. I mean, it doesn't change anything in the script.
Yeah. She's naturally a blonde. She's dyed her hair dark in recent years. I'm a natural blonde, but when I started acting, I would go to auditions. They didn't know where to put me because I was voluptuous and had the accent, but I had blonde hair because she's from South America, and a lot of South Americans have Spanish and German heritages in their background because of wars and stuff that happened, and Colombia is one of them. But
literally called Colombia because Columbus discovered it.
Possibly.
What do you mean possibly? It's named after him. Columbus. They were going to name America Columbia.
But that's probably the most... So, like, there's a difference, but that was when she was way younger. But see her hair? That's blonde. Pretty. Yeah. That's pretty. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of them that have naturally blonde hair.
Harley Cameron. I want to see Harley Cameron and Anna Jay be the first ever women's tag team champions. And have the belts for 10 years.
There she is in the 80s. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, there's a few of them that are just naturally blonde, but they have had to change their hair for different stuff or whatever. Anyways, Chris says, yep, in the 90s, Gloria on the Spanish channels was fucking hot in 96, 97. Raleigh says Colombian Sofia Vergara. Raleigh says 8 women in this match is there. I'm not watching. Yeah, there's 8 women.
There's 9, but yeah, there's 8 in the match. But Harley Cameron's on the outside.
And Chris is like, Paige always so hot. And Raleigh says, or 4. Raleigh says, agree, Chris. Saraya is gorgeous, cute.
Yeah, she's got a pretty face. Good upper body. Oh, here we go.
Oh, God.
No, it's happening. I don't know why they do it. It sets the whole thing back a decade.
So dumb. Oh, look. Nimbolo's got to go.
She was on the wrong side, which is even funnier. Julia Hart was on the wrong side.
Oh, God.
She's like, oh, shit. So she already switched sides.
Oh, man.
It was terrible.
Wow, this is so great.
I just wish they wouldn't do that. I get it. I get the appeal and all that. Blah, 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 but
is that really an appeal?
WWE does it. Not quite on that scale, because you don't see the 8-man tag team matches, but... Oh, that was her finisher. Oh! The big girl getting it done. They got to get one big girl in there, right?
Yeah.
Represent for everybody. Oh, shit, Anna. Oh, this is where everybody does their finisher.
Yeah, does their thing.
Thrust kick. Just don't break her neck. Slow down. Nice German.
Raleigh
Here we go.
What's this for? A chance at AEW title or TNT title? No. This is just because they're in home turf. It's a homecoming thing. It's just a thing for their home. They're doing like a homecoming thing because they're in Daily Place tonight. Raleigh says AEW women's. I meant. Chris says no, Sky tapped out. Raleigh says, I think Anna Jay, best looking woman in AEW, putting it out there.
Oh, she's by far the best looking woman in AEW.
John Dew is in the chat. Giving us a letter. Oh, not the letter, John Dew.
Uh-oh. Is she tapping? She did tap.
Not the tap out, Sky to Anna Jay.
There's the start of Anna Jay's push. 2024 is the year. They probably shouldn't put so much makeup on her. Like, her face looks white. Like a China doll white.
The Nick here says, well, damn, the cake is all gone off the TV and off my plate. Now it's all downhill from here.
It is, too. I don't even know what the main event stuff is, do we?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Is it Jericho? Like, no, because that's Saturday.
Dude's like, can it be a mod? It's Everbless. Are you here all the time?
You've got to be here all the time.
Like constantly. Like every show for
Monday,
a long period
Wednesday,
of time.
and Friday.
That's how it goes. Raleigh says, did Anna Jay win? Basically,
She did. She won the whole thing. She beat Sky Blue in the black. You're definitely a young boy.
And you're definitely a bitch.
Oh, please tell me that's not the main event.
I have no idea. Then here says, Julia and Sky are very good looking, though.
Oh, there's a lot of beautiful women in that match. A lot.
Dude's like, I've been on every show last year. No, you weren't. So please. Oh. Yeah. Were you here Monday? No.
You've got to be here. It's fine. Just, we'll talk about it in like June. Okay, that's on Rampage. What's the main event? Shouldn't I know? I wonder if I do know. Is it Dustin Rhodes?
No, he was in the 8-man tag thing.
Who's this?
It's
Undisputed.
Sting. It's the Sting thing.
Versus Undisputed? You just can't be the leader of a tough guy group if you're on stilts.
He's so tough.
Yeah, the guy that's closest to us with the belt is the guy that yelled at me on the internet. He's the one married to Canellis. Maria. Not him. That one. What happened? What's happening?
I don't know. I'm debating.
What's the main on?
Oh.
Killing people?
That. No, the hate speech that we're receiving in our chat for no reason. The unprovoked hate speech that they're spewing. Oh, hey, Piccola's in the background. Thanks, Piccola. I didn't have to do it.
That was nice of you. Kind of hate speech. Like,
saying that we hate black people.
Oh.
Can't believe we hate black people.
We do?
Yeah.
Why would we hate black people?
That's why you're calling it hate speech. They're promoting hate speech.
Who are they? Do you know them?
That guy, person that wanted to be a mod. And now can they understand? I hope that they can still hear me. Can you understand now why you will never be a mod?
We can't be a mod.
You literally just made it so you would never be a mod on our channel. You can't come in here and talk like that because we're not going to just hand over moderator shit to somebody that never comes into our chats. You're never around. You say you are, but we know you're not. I read every single comment, and I remember a lot of people. You are not somebody who is a constant person in our chat.
Right.
Sorry to inform you of that, but you're not. You can say it all you want, but I could go back and give you evidence upon evidence that you're not.
Who's this guy right here? Oh, they're going to go over? Are we close, at least?
Not even. We've got like 20 minutes.
So they're going to go 25 minutes with this match?
Yeah. Chris says, here, my boy, bounty hunter Brian Keith. He's from Greens Point, Texas. Or as I like to call it, Guns Point, Texas, because it's super ghetto. It's north of Houston. Vindicator says, Sting and Darby against Hobbs and Sheeta. And Piccola's in the chat saying, did you see the announcement? Nick Saban announced he's retiring from coaching. He finally announced it, huh?
Oh, that's crazy. I wonder who's going to take over. That's the best job in college. I wonder if even Michigan will allow what's his name to leave and go coach there, if they'll want him.
Oh, yeah.
Because even that job, I mean, Michigan's a huge job, but nothing's bigger than Alabama.
Yeah.
Wardlow. If I was in the NFL, like Pete Carroll, I'd leave Seattle for that job.
Yeah.
You get $10 million a year if you're a good coach.
True.
And they're not going to hire a bad coach. So.
Well, they better not.
And just think about it. You
I
basically.
wonder what he's going to do.
He'll just retire.
Huh. Well, hopefully it isn't one of those guys that retires and then dies.
He's not quite that old, but it's just a lot of work. I mean, college is a lot different than the pros. He could always go to the pros and be a coordinator. I mean, obviously he could be a head coach, but it won't work.
Right.
And obviously he's retiring, not leaving to go coach somewhere else.
Right.
It's a fantastic gig that he's got. I think he's the highest paid coach. And, Bill Belichick is getting fired from the Patriots.
Is he?
Yeah.
Getting fired?
Basically,
Wow.
it's a mutual let go, I'm pretty sure, is how they worded it.
Huh, that's crazy.
I mean, he can obviously still be president. They just want to move on with coaching.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is like, Bill Belichick at Alabama? Come on. That dude would be great with kids.
That's funny. But I mean, I guess, but it seems like it'd be like, kind of like, isn't he old too? Like,
He's way older, yeah.
Yeah. It's weird.
Just a friendlier gig, the university gives you a house and
Right. Well, thanks for trying with them, but it's probably not going to work. They're just going to come in and spout stupid out of their mouths. So thanks for taking care of them.
Who did they say they were before?
I guess they want to be this person Ever Blessed that comes in our chat every once in a while. But if you're going to come in and start spewing out Black Lives Matter just over and over again and have multiple accounts of bots and stuff, you literally lose respect as a person who would even want to be a mod on our stuff. So, yeah, why would we want you as a moderator? That's kind of like hate speech on your part. So, congratulations. Bravo for you. Pico says it'll be interesting next season.
That's it.
And Pico says, yeah, I practically have been sleeping. What did I miss the first hour?
Samoa Joe came out. He's going to be wrestling Hook.
Yeah.
There was
did come out and kind of try to like have a confrontation with him.
Right.
But then stupid Hangman came out. Hangman and Cesaro had a match. Unfortunately, Hangman won that one.
Right, and then there was an 8-man tag match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 8-man tag match with like Darby and Dustin Rhodes and
yeah, there was quite a few people.
There's a Lance Archer.
Yeah, the Murder Hawk.
And I can't remember who their fourth guy was.
I don't remember the two. It was a tag team.
Yeah, but that was Brian Cage. Oh yeah, Brian Cage, Archer, and some other tag team that came from somewhere that was on that
Ring
side.
of Honor, like Samoan
guys. And then the other side was Dustin, Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, I don't remember that team very well.
And the other two. And I don't even remember who won.
I don't either. It's funny. Felt like it was 4 hours ago.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what that was about. Vindicator says it's all about the NFL playoffs now. 49ers winning the whole thing.
They definitely could. The Eagles look bad. Do you know the Eagles have lost 5 of their last 6 games?
Wow, that's crazy.
That's how bad they've dropped down.
That's
the Cowboys won the division.
That's weird. That's
and so
so weird.
They're a 3rd seed, a 3 seed.
Chris says, I think Wardlow might win title, then turn on Adam.
I mean,
he's supposed to just give it to him. What are you talking about?
He's going to hand it to him when he's healthy.
Picola says, oh, I noticed another TK meltdown on Twitter. Yeah, I guess it had something to do with like Jinder Mahal and how they're giving him a title shot or some shit. And he's having like a big meltdown about it. And it's like, how's that any different from making Samoa Joe your AEW title holder? Like, he didn't do anything to deserve it, right. But he somehow has it. So you tell us. The people that should have is like Swerve, for fuck's sake. He should have a title shot against it and whatnot. But instead, they're like, instead, Joe came out and was like, "Wow, anybody, he's gonna change how people come about for the thing." And Hook came out and he's gonna get a chance. Okay, like, how to make it make sense? Have a fit about what they did on there, but not, but do the same thing on your own. Like, what? Like, you can't have a tantrum about it and then do the same thing on your own show. It makes no sense. You weirdo. Sophie says, "How has AEW been tonight?" Long. It's been extra
the
long
time is
for some
right.
reason. Chris says, "Fucking Adam Cole just said Roddy Strong is pound for pound the best wrestler in the world today." Fuck off. That's laughable. Vindicator says, "Good, Sophie, better than the company you were loyal to." That's a fun name. All right, well, they're Penis. Says, "Hello, everyone. Hey, Penis." Or is it Pen is Holder?
Penis.
Pen is Holder. Piccolo says, "When Chugs is playing games on Twitch, he's so nice, so humble." Who's Chugs?
Is that one of the wrestlers?
Who's Chugs? I don't know who that is. Vindicator says, "Hello, but with that name, you might not last long here." You can have weird names and last forever here. You just don't be a douche.
Penis.
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 What kind of name is that?
Venice?
What does it rhyme with?
Venice.
Venice? So it's penis? Venice?
Does this
Like
girl
Venice
just have her
Beach?
tits out? Like, what am I missing here?
Who is this woman?
It's that Diano Peraza.
Okay. People's like Adam Cole. Oh, he's Chugs.
Oh, look, Red Velvet.
Nice, stir it up. Pin says, "Say my name louder." Nah. Then Chris says,
She's gonna
"Damn,
break her arm."
Deanna's showing her tits. Kinda. I think she just has a whatchamacallit top on.
Yeah.
Bikini top on.
What is
Her
it
hair's
called?
covering it. Vindicator's like,
Alter.
"Travis, were you familiar with Deanna before last week?"
Yes. I knew who Deanna was in NXT, but before that in TNA, and then now she was in TNA, and I thought she was still in TNA, but yes, I did know who she was.
So she went from TNA to NXT to TNA?
Yes.
Okay.
And probably other indie promotions in there also, but
Cool.
she's an indie star. I'm
I think we
surprised
have
she
a
didn't come
12-year-old
back.
in our chat.
I'm surprised she didn't come back.
Yeah. Why?
Because Triple H, I figured she would.
Oh, I see.
But she's busy. And she's a little bit older, so I don't know if Triple H wants to bring in middle-aged women.
Middle-aged women. He's like, I could bring in the old men, but the middle-aged women...
Well, he's got so many. You know, NXT's loaded, so it'd be hard for them to go, hey, we need to bring in these women here. You know, these 30-year-olds from other companies. When they're just stacked with 20-year-olds in NXT. That they don't want to keep down there forever. You don't want to keep those girls in NXT till they're 30.
Right.
So it would just be hard to justify keeping all those NXT women down because you want to sign a so-so mid-carder from another company.
Oh, yeah. People's like, can we talk about showing up here 5 minutes and the asshats who just show up? I don't know, a bunch of wankers. Vindicator says, yeah, surprised Triple H did not sign Deanna. She was tag champion with Chelsea Green in TNA earlier last year.
Yeah.
Because, like, being non-sequential and annoying. Thank you. Chris says that Ariana Grace, a.k.a. Santino's daughter, is like a young version of Deanna.
Dude, okay. Okay, yeah. She is different in many ways, though. She might be the best thing that NXT has right now. And that's huge because there are a lot of good talent down there in the women's division.
Right.
Not so much in the men's. They're falling way behind in the men's. But in the women's, they're just as good, if not better, than the main roster. The only thing that makes the main roster better is the 5 girls that are the best. You know, Charlotte and Becky,
Right.
Esther, Rhea, Bailey. Take those 5 out, put them in NXT, and that roster's better.
True. Well, Winker, you finally got to a point where it got annoying. Congratulations. Thanks, Picola.
This is the guy that should go to WWE, Justin Roberts.
He knows how to project his voice.
He's just better. The girls on WWE suck.
They do suck. They didn't use their diaphragms. Yeah.
The Nature Boy.
It's this guy. Old ass man. The old man's coming out. Oldie pants.
He got the Ric Flair drip.
He's got a drip, all right.
Still getting it done.
He's got the gonorrhea.
Dude, it's so crazy seeing Ric Flair and hearing JR because JR was the guy in the 80s for the NWA. He was their ring announcer, or not the ring announcer, but their ring caller.
Right.
What he is now, commentary. And so it just takes me right to it. Just got to keep this guy's mouth shut.
Right.
The mask man.
Vindicator says, is Toasty Marshmallow still in that other company? She used to be a ring announcer.
Yes.
Yeah, Toasty Marshmallow is still in WWE. She still does backstage interviews and sometimes in-ring ones. Whose face are we keeping shut? Sting's?
The
the Ecuador guy or whatever.
Excalibur.
Yeah, that guy. That guy is.
Because I just want to hear JR talk when it's Ric Flair. That's it.
P. Cole's like, indeed, classic.
March
He
3rd.
should like have like a person who's like just there just in case he falls.
Woo!
He's like over there trying to go down the weird stairs on the side, but there isn't a rail or anything. So he had to like kind of slow. He's all like, it's like they should just have like some guy over there, you know, like a helper guy, but not really to help him, but just as a person. Like the guy that's standing in the corner and he just passed.
Yeah.
Like that person should have been over there just making sure that he got down the stairs okay. He is old, by the way. It's the team of Powerhouse Hobbs.
There's no way.
Take a shit.
There's no way this team loses, but they're gonna lose tonight. That's weird to me.
Takeshita.
So Takeshita gets pinned by Sting? That can't happen. Darby's got to get pinned.
Possibly.
He's got to.
Is he gonna get pinned again? Didn't he get pinned last
week
time or last week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
last week.
They really are still playing that weird scar thing on his head, aren't they?
It's real.
It's so weird and fake. It's so bad. Yeah,
All right,
it's totally
this is
gonna mess
a
with his
tornado
head.
tech.
He needs a helper too, just in case he falls down the stairs. Poor Sting.
He's like, I just need to make it to March 3rd, please.
It's like,
Can you imagine him getting hurt?
Oh my fucking god!
And he couldn't do his retirement match.
He'll never have to retire. It's like Ric Flair. It's not real. It'll not real.
I just want to see Ric Flair drop to his knees here in a minute, hit Sting in the groin, and then it sets up his last match.
But he's on his side.
That's what I said. That's why it's a Ric Flair thing. He dropped to his knees and hit him in the crotch.
Oh, jeez.
There's no rules in this one, JR.
Anything goes.
They're ruleless.
Yeah, because that scratching somebody's back with no nails really works out.
Without rule.
So weird. You know what they should do? is they should get, like, Darby should get fake nails put on and get him, like, as points. And it doesn't have to be long. They could be short, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just short acrylic nails, but, like,
Yes.
points. And then scratch their back. That's what they should do.
Like, wrestle, what's his name? John Moxley.
Or get the thimble things that Catwoman wears in the one where Michelle Pfeiffer was Catwoman.
Yeah.
And she takes those, they're not like bobby pins, but they're like things that go on the end of her finger, but they have like a hook point on them.
Yeah.
They're something in sewing. And she sews them onto her gloves, to the end of her gloves, so she has claws. And use those, and then that's what he should do.
Yeah.
You're going to scratch somebody's back, do it right. I mean, have a weapon of some kind. Don't just be like, I'm going to scratch your back. I don't have any nails. Does that hurt?
You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours.
I took off all your skin.
Awesome. Oh, coffin drop right into Contesta.
Yeah, Contesta's. People's
God.
like, gonna be on eggshells. Sting better not hurt himself. Well, I think he's with somebody that can make sure he doesn't get hurt, and that's Will Hobbs. I mean, Hobbs is going to make sure he doesn't probably get hurt.
Yeah, he's a big, strong
Because he's a
dude.
big, strong guy, and he can muscle him around enough, but keep him safe at the same time. So it's probably a smart thing to put him with him. It'd be hard to put him with somebody who can't.
Like
And then
Darby.
somebody gets hurt. Vindicator says, so that big neon clock is showing that it's 7:52, so it's time for me to skidoo. You guys take care, sleep tight. Don't let the internet wanker bots bite. I will see you next hump day. Well, Vindicator, in all reality, you can't leave until it's 8. You're supposed to be here for all of AEW.
Yeah.
Then you don't come in early, you come in late. And then you leave early. Ugh. Like, I don't even think you're an AEW fan. I think you're just lying.
It's not a job. You come to work late. You clock out early.
You're not a fan. You're a fake fan. Fake fan.
Are you done with all your food?
Yeah, do you want it? Vindicator says, yeah, what's another 7 minutes, right? I mean, exactly. I have to be here. I mean, even if it goes over, you can leave at 8 o'clock, but you can't leave now. I mean, it's rude. I mean, we still have a match going on. I'm like, you're all like, I love AEW. That's the only one I want to watch now. Well, you have to sit through this and watch it too. Will Hobbs beating up Sting. Take a shit beating up Darby over there. I mean, Takeshita. Poor guy.
Yeah. MJF's broken,
Yeah, he's broken.
so you don't have to worry about talking about him.
Yeah, MJF's not around, so you don't have to see him anymore. Like, you won't be seeing him for probably over a while.
Till he enters the Royal Rumble.
If. He doesn't watch that, so it doesn't matter anyways.
You're going to watch the Royal Rumble, aren't you?
He'd at least come in and say hi. And be like, who won? The Royal Rumble this year.
Sure, he has Twitter.
We are Twitter, bitch. We're Twitter. Vindicator's like, oh, I was just going to ask who's in the match to see if you were paying attention. Of course I was paying attention. I saw the fuckers come down to the ring. I was watching. This is one of those matches where it doesn't matter. Like, anything goes match. They call it all kinds of stuff. This is the it doesn't matter who wins or loses match.
It's one hell of a main event.
They can do it wherever, whenever, however. We're guessing that Darby's going to get the pin, though, and he's going to die. Because they can't do it to Sting. That'd be terrible.
Sting's not getting pinned.
Who's going to pin Darby, though? That's the real question. Is it going to be take a shit like it was last time, or is it going to be Mr. Hob Pants?
It might just be teamwork. You know what I mean?
What kind of teamwork? Like this?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm not
Ouch.
sure his head was supposed to hit the rope there.
Of course it wasn't.
You know how many people get concussions from that? I've heard.
We've seen.
I've heard it. Seen it. Sting's like, how dare you go after my boy?
Scorpion Splash.
Oh, no.
It's cool hearing JR sound like JR. I don't know if they changed his mic up a little bit, but he hasn't sounded like this for a long time.
Wait a minute. Nate, you don't belong in there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God.
Oh, I poked him in the eye.
What? So weird. Then he's like, yeah, I might join you guys for the Rumble because it is such a beloved event. But definitely that pay-per-view only because Mania hasn't been bad the last 3 years. You know, if Mania was only one night, it probably wouldn't be that bad. But because it's 2 nights, it's stupid. Oh, no. Darby threw himself out of the ring.
Rumble's my favorite pay-per-view anyways.
Will Hobbs helped Sting pick him up so he could throw him down.
I like the Money in the Bank also.
Money in the Bank. But like you said, the Money in the Bank doesn't necessarily need to be a pay-per-view.
Mm-mm.
It could be an event on a different pay-per-view and be fine.
Right, just like the King of the Ring. They could do that on a pay-per-view or its own.
The King of the Ring, I feel like they should do a tournament going up to it. Like, to make it longer.
It would be cool to do a tournament the day of, though. So the winner has to wrestle 3 or 4 times.
That'd be alright, too. Yeah, Darby's spine against Still doesn't always work out so good.
But now with the women, if they did them both together, you wouldn't be able to have 4 wrestling matches each.
Mm-hmm. Piccolo says, well, Darby doing stunts again. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Coffin drop.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Good thing he caught him.
Right. Swerve going up against Matt Sydal on Rampage. Are you fucking kidding me, TK? Ugh, your booking is terrible. How lame. Lame. Lame.
Ridiculous.
Redonkulous.
Bye.
No, thank you. Oh no, it's the most Jeopardy. Hobbs just carrying him around like a sack of potatoes.
This is the most
the people
Jeopardy.
Touching him. Hobbs is like, stop touching him.
He stopped.
He's like, no. He did a couple of them and then he didn't, and then he did again. Oh no, eyes! Who's gonna go through the table? Oh no! Ah! Did you hear the crash? It was in my ear.
Got him. Holy sheep shit.
Oh yeah, one of the tables didn't give. You're right, Piccola. The one table didn't give. Ouch. What?
Sting!
Sting! Sting took out Will Hobbs! Gave him the old 1-2. Wow! Huh. Vindicator says men's and women's tournament would have to be on separate nights. Queen of the Ring Saturday, King of the Ring Sunday.
Dun dun dun. Yeah. That'd work. I mean, if they wanted to do a 2-day event.
Making sure that Mr. Sting is okay. Darby's like, I'm so broken. I think I broke my leg. I climbed up Mount Everest.
I left my soul there.
He's like, you okay? He's like, I think so. I don't know, maybe. I don't know what's wrong with me. Let me get up.
Tickets are going fast.
going fast. Is that what you said?
He did, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Yeah, the tickets are going fast for Sting's last match.
Well, hopefully he's okay. He's getting. Oh, he finally got up to his feet. That's good.
Yeah, he's the Stinger.
Yeah, that one table didn't break, but he didn't hit it too bad. It was kind of like his leg, so it should be all right.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't roll him onto his neck.
Yeah, he landed flat on his back, so that's good. Anyways, that's the end of Dynamite, their homecoming thing.
Dynamite.
Oh, I guess Tony's going to be in there talking to people?
Oh, hell yeah.
Things are happening?
You should tell me what happens.
I can't. I'm not listening anymore.
I don't have mine out.
I gave up.
You find that?
No. Indicator says, but now I can say it was a good night of chatting with you as always, and now I will officially see you next Humpty Hump Day. You guys stay cool and spontaneous with your 20 different voices.
Stay classy.
Will do, Vin. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight and stay until the end. Appreciate it, bud. We'll see you next Wednesday. Have a good and safe weekend. Later. Oh no, somebody from the Cosmics is coming out too.
Who is it?
It's a party.
Private party?
Is that a private party? It's
The
Picola,
Bucks?
run away! Close, don't look, Picola! Don't look! Look at them Guidos. Oh my god!
What the fuck?
Oh god! Run away, Picola! Quickly! Picola said, alright, y'all. Happy to see you hopefully without the weirdos on Friday. Yeah, right? Who knows?
That's
Fuck,
classic. What a classic way to end
Flair
it.
has no idea what's happening. He's just standing out there like this.
They're literally doing this so they can be Sting's last match. The Bucks.
Oh, fuck off.
It's like, are you kidding me?
They better not.
Oh, it is.
You, Bucks.
That's what they're doing. They're gonna lose, but still.
I don't care, win or lose. I don't think that they should be Sting's last. Picola, they better not have. Picola won't watch it. He's gonna be mad. He fucking hates them. And he loves Sting.
Well, he's gonna be watching it cheered for Sting.
Oh. Anyways.
But that's it. That's the main
Alright,
event.
that's the end of it. I guess they're pretending that that's cool. Alright, everybody. We'll be back on a Friday for SmackDown. Thanks for joining us tonight for AEW's Dynamite. You guys have a good rest of your week. We'll see you on Friday.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.